Um, I don't know what we're picking up. The little risers to the chair just came off, and now we're sitting all low again, and we have to fix it. So we're gonna spend the day minding our business, like usual. But Spirit has started the live, and we went to sit down. I don't know why, whatever we did to adjust the chair, and the little feet broke off of it, and I was just like, that sucks. But Grace, it is what it is. Um, I don't know why I'm picking up negative energy. I knew I heard somebody say it, and we never say bless you. We always say grace and mercy, which is funny. And I heard it in my head, and then you typed it. Hey sis, are the kiddos out of school for the summer? Let's get in here. Get into the live. We can't even see that we live, y'all. It's something going on with YouTube. We still cannot create shorts. We still are dealing with the tech team and trying to figure out like what information to give them. Great day, beloved. Thank you. I hope you feel better. Oh no, that's not fun. My fibromyalgia has been a little bit sizzly. We've been working on, mindfulness and, self-soothing. We did start back working out yesterday because working out does help. But I don't know what it is. What's going on? So YouTube issues, we cannot remix any of our content. We cannot create shorts from the live streams or any of the uploaded videos. So we've been working with them for about a week or so now, trying to get it fixed. And for some reason, we even created a whole live to them, an instructional, like an illustrative, is not an instruction, an illustrative video saying this is what we're experiencing. Right? They do. I don't understand. Like, they really getting on my nerves. They emailed me back after I uploaded and sent them an instructional video. Not an instruction. I don't know what the hell it is. I keep saying instruction. So negativity be away from me, away from me, away from me. Right. Oh, it really, really. Yeah, they are. Right. I don't understand like how we haven't hit a certain threshold yet. The channel just hit another threshold. We're over 1.5 million views. So that's beautiful. Thank you guys so much for always coming through. What up, y'all? It's Week. What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to YouTube. We appreciate you. We do. If you are a fan, thank you. If you're one of the ones that obsessed with like come and watch the channel every day, but you don't really interact because you really don't like us, but you still like to watch, we appreciate it. We appreciate you so very much. We really do. We really do. Like that shit is amazing. Right. But we freaking uploaded an illustrated video to YouTube and sent it to the tech team and said, this is what we're experiencing. It's on all of the videos. She said, can you send me the URLs? Bitch, I'm not sending you 3,000 fucking URLs. No. It said it in the illustrative video that is on every single video. And I showed them. The freaking tool is missing. You cannot remix any video, so you cannot make the shorts. And the shorts is what drive a lot of traffic to the channel. A lot of people, it's been doing really well on TikTok and on Instagram. And now I can't. And the ones that they choose to clip from their fucking shit, I don't know what parts they be thinking like, oh, this would make a great short. But it's always something weird. It's like, what is that? No. So I feel like maybe I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to have to pay for StreamYard, but we might end up having to do it because this is ridiculous. Hey, Bookie. Great moon day, beloved. I pray that you had a great weekend. Y'all check out the family, the sisters, Life Montetaro, Michelle Fernandez, beautiful, empathic reader. She can, when I say she could sense, let your ass have a toothache. She could tell you which tooth hurting. The girl is phenomenal. And Buki right here, intuitive interactions, the fave godmother with the T, bringing the mother messages from the divine spirit alpha herself. She is her mother's daughter. When I tell y'all, she gonna take you back and have you realize some shit about your soul's journey. Channel is lit. It's just like over here now, that old school Crisco. We got to get it out the can and into the pan. And the Alpha Omega here, they turn it up. We get to cooking. They get to cooking. We don't cook shit. They cook everything. It's ingredients. We don't be knowing what they making. It's not fast food. It's soul food. You got to wait for it to come together. It's going to make a meal. It's going to be good for your soul too. Edifying and nourishing to strengthen you. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega who uses us, for we are a conduit, a vessel onto the spirit. I miss you too. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, long winded gifts. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey, Imana. Thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yolanda. Hey, Yolanda. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for just helping us grow, for always keeping the comments lit. Hey, Christine. Thank you so much. And y'all know, I call out your name so we can get to know you. Y'all get to know us. You understand the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because we do the active wheat field readings on Thursday, 6 p.m. EST day. It's a thank you for your reciprocity, just for being here, for being in the building, for being in the place. Thank you. Can I see energy? Is that what you're asking? Hey, Leah, August Leo. Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you for tapping in. I pick up on what they tell us to see. I just tell y'all what they tell us to say. We got quite a few decks of cards today. Y'all know how the Alpha and Omega do. This the lineup. It's all about you. That's what I'm feeling. Hey, Cheryl. Practical self-care, manifesting your future self, evolution and repair, inner wisdom, roots and wings, and a Cancerian oracle, because we about to go into Cancer season. Love it. But no, it's something in there that the spirit want to talk about. So thank y'all so much for tapping in again. I appreciate you. Thank you to the Most High God for using us to bring the message to us, through us, onto self first and foremost, for our self edification and strengthening. Allow us to be nourished and edified so that we can bear the yoke that is upon our shoulders. We pray that we overflow, 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 overflow. That has been a mantra for years now. Look, at least 3 we've been practicing. Right, overflow. We had a very, very heavy habit of pouring into people who did not pour back into us. And so we had to learn to pour into self, into our cup overflow, and that will feed everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We overflow and you get some of the overflow. You in the vicinity to, get that, then that's beautiful. And we pray you receive that and you are spiritually edified too. Strengthen the bear the yoke the Most High God has put on you. I pray that your soul be fed, right? And you feel full of you until you overflow. And we meet in the middle, unity, harmony. You know what I'm saying? The ability to love better, to live better, where nobody feels depleted, nobody. I'm picking up feeling used. To what? You feel like a person use you for your shit, and before you know it, you feeling depleted and ain't nobody replenishing. Spirit said it's time out for that. It is time out. Now you can do what you want to do. If it's working for you, then keep doing it. But I don't think that that's good, beloved. I feel like you should be so full of you overflowing, and then that spillage just, blesses other people too. So bless you. See, there go that word, Michelle. I love y'all. I do. This right here, work. Well, you working so hard. Look, doing all that extraneous shit. What up, week? What up, y'all's week? What it do? Welcome back to the motherfucking wheat field. Welcome to you. Love it. Hello, golden Aries. Hit the bell on that. The dinner bell. Spirit said, order up. Order up. Earning money. That's what we were saying. Like, come on, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of the, we don't get the passive income. We don't do this for the income, but it's a reciprocity. It's an energetic exchange. If we putting this content on a platform and we, they supposed to give us our change. Quit playing now. Latte, talk that shit. Right. Power to attract is coming through. Let's see what that's going, what they got for us. When you connect to the spirit, all you need is drawn to you. I keep myself in the flow. I feel like they trying to block the most I got flow. What? They trying to block the flow. They better quit playing. Quit playing. We call for good bread. We call for good bread. Okay. Guardian armor is here. Guardian armor. That was a confirmation. Create healthy boundaries and guard against doubt and fear. I hold my sacred space. That's right here. Chiron posting up. Chiron. You won. What did he say? I got to see what that say because you won something he said. You won the war. Hello. All you won the war. You're gaining all resources because they couldn't do something. I can't see the whole rest of it. Told them the truth and then broke the spell. Hello. I'm trying to tell YouTube ass the truth and break this damn spell, whatever the hell they got going on over the channel where it's blocking. Right, where we cannot create more content. We cannot create the shorts that drive in the flow that's attracting more of the audience, yo. The shit is that. Aspire higher. Yeah, we trying to grow. They are blocking our shit. Inspire higher, think expansively, and the cosmos conspires to grant your wishes. I create my own destiny. Y'all check this. We're really bad at checking email. So if anybody has emailed the Tears and We Tarot show, we ain't seen it. I'll just be real. We ain't seen none of we ain't seen not a nan email. Why? Because we wasn't getting none. So we stopped looking, which is not a good thing, right? But we went into the other email. We've been having to be in there because we working with YouTube to fix the ish. Why we scroll through and find an email from last year where somebody wanted to do a partnership. I was like, a partnership, sponsorship, one of the things we'd be like, please use the Yeti cup or blah, 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 and you get a 15% off code. I was like, well, look at that. That's old. Hey, Coach. What up, beautiful? Thank you so much for tapping in. If it's for us, it will return to us. We synced it today for a reason. We did respond and say, hey, is this opportunity still open? Is it still viable? Is it still open? Yes. True North. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Aspire higher. Keep moving forward. Align your decisions with Spirit's guidance to get direction. I know which way to go. Seeing the beauty. Complex patterns align to create great beauty when you see things clearly. I visualize a divine path and inner peace. Ooh, see, cultivate inner calm through meditation or mindful practices. I let go and have faith. And that's the thing, healing lack, healing scarcity. Have enough. You do enough. You are enough. I have all I need. Absolutely. See the beauty. See the beauty in everything around you and know that you have all that you need. And sometimes, again, like we get that depleted, somebody might feel insufficient. It's given because you're giving your riches and casting your pearls in front of the wrong people. If casting your pearls in front of swine and giving your riches to other people is making you feel insufficient. When you are in rooms with people that value you, respect you, that pour back into you, but they cheerlead you. You know, if you are in rooms where people are constantly reminding you of your faults and your flaws and this, that, and the other, feel like you enough. Sometimes the room might just be quiet with you in the spirit so that you can big up yourself. You can heal yourself. You can see where you may have been given to the wrong people in the wrong relationships. Spirit really been working to remind us that tower moments are happening. People are being stripped away from you for a good reason. Like it's broken for a reason. If anybody missed that live yesterday that Spirit gave, saying that it's broken for a reason, I would recommend that you go back and watch it. We were listening to it today, making us upset because we can't do the thing and get the little clips. Hey, Jamaica. Hey, SK. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Hey, Christine. Thank you so much, beloved. Something about improvement and look, confidence. Desperation is here, but it's something about improving your confidence, transforming it, helping you to understand that you are more than enough, beloved. And sometimes it's a thing with like people being in a comparative mindset or people that you are connected to. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting that energy of sometimes you never know why you're friends with a person or why they are friends with you. You may know why you're friends with them, but you may not know why they are friends with you. Something is definitely slightly off rhythm. Beloved was asking me if we could read energy. Can we see it? Right? In this forum, we tell you what the spirit says. When we are in close proximity, I definitely, well, I guess that's not necessarily true because we feel what the spirit wants us to feel and we see what they want us to see. Like we always are picking up, we are sensitive to certain things. I can feel a person's energy even if they are not next to me, right? Their energy disturbance, the turbulence that they feel, right? I can feel it. It just depends on, tuning. Right. Yeah, headstrong is here. And so I'm picking up again back to the point that Spirit was making is that you may be feeling somebody's energy, like the energy feels off. Something just isn't quite right. Your sensitivity is telling you, your spidey senses is up. Like, what is this? Cannot necessarily put your finger on it, but you sense it, you feel it. Right. It's something about, I don't even know if it's an energy shift or something has always been there. And because it has always been there, it may feel normal to you, beloved. Like you now dismiss it. Like something about it just doesn't quite feel right. But it's always been like this. Or that's just their disposition. That's just who they are. But it's not. It's something else behind the scene. And I'm getting something sinister, something dark. They've been having us eye this book in terms of dark psychology, manipulation, protection, watching a person's body language, like how to analyze a person, right? How to essentially reading energy, right? Not just us as empaths or, a person that can sense someone's what's not going on in a heart space. Is that what you're saying? Because I definitely feel heart energy. But it's also like being able to read their body. It's giving like to see, I feel a couple things, like to see the things that they don't say, to see how what they're saying doesn't match what they're giving off, out of alignment, right? I feel something like it says headstrong. Maybe it's time to get out of your own way. Nobody knows everything. There will be times you will just have to accept that. Not everybody knows everything. I'm hearing they don't like that. Somebody doesn't like that you're headstrong. And maybe you do need to get out of your own way. You don't know everything. And I feel like it's a relationship where you're connected to somebody. You know why you're friends with them or connected with them or cool with them, but you don't know why they're cool with you. Allow this to come together because I feel, yeah, see, look, standing your ground. Somebody does not like that you are headstrong. I mean, Aaron, it could be a change from the past. Like maybe you weren't always so headstrong. Maybe you didn't always stand your ground. It has always been said that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Stand up for what you believe and not be easily swayed by the beliefs and wishes of others. Other people' problems is not your problem. I'm getting you minding your business, and that's what Spirit put in the description. You are standing up for your movement, your aspirations, your inner peace, moving to your north node, healing any lack energy, affirming to yourself that you are enough, you do enough, and you have enough. You are all that you need, you and the spirit, the breath in your lungs, the alpha and omega, your ancestors, hit it, ascended masters, you good. So it's like we don't always know. Of course, we don't know everything, right? A wise man knows that they don't know everything. You don't know everything, right? You have to be open to learning. You don't have to do a fuck shit thing, but it would behoove you to be open to learning, even the things that you think that you know, right? And some people are open and some people are not. It could be a clash in which you believe that you know and what somebody else believes that they know. You may even believe that you know why you and this person are cool, but you're not. You don't know. I told you, you got a hater in your midst. It's a hater. You don't know. You think you know why you and this person cool, but you don't. Hatred is like a cancer. It destroys you from the inside out. It's giving us destroying this relationship, this connection from the inside out. As you move towards inner peace, you are attracting, you are aspiring to go higher. You're moving towards your north node. You're standing your ground. You are headstrong, which is a good thing, but then there's also a shadow side to that, right? Be flexible and willing and able to evolve, to adapt, right? Don't be so guarded and don't be so defensive over the things that you think that you know, because you could be protecting an enemy, sleeping with the enemy, somebody that does not like you. They may have liked you better when you were not so much into you, when you were pouring into everybody else. And now that you're pouring into self, they may not like that so very much. Now that you are so full of yourself, your cup is overflowing, right? Maybe they didn't like you being so full of you. Maybe you pouring into them and them pouring into them had them so overflowing and full of themselves. You know what I'm saying? That was what it was. You were their energy supply. And now that could be diminished because they only get your overflow, what you have left. And you may not have very much left because you still filling your shit up yet. Your shit ain't full yet. If your shit ain't full yet, then you ain't pouring shit. Ain't nobody getting shit from you. Right. It's like, no, I'm reserving and pouring into me because I've been so depleted and need such replenishment, such deep cellular healing and replenishment. You know how many cells you got in your body? Just think if you got to feel each one of them cells that from the tip of your toes to the top of your head weak so you could overflow. You got to do a lot of pouring back into you, yo. And somebody might be feeling a kind of way, like, damn, I ain't getting shit. I ain't getting no time. I ain't getting no energy. I ain't getting all the cheerleading and encouragement and all of this shit. I can't get no money. I can't get no coin. It's like you are making the investment into self, and somebody don't like that shit. They feel like you done set their ass on the shelf. Hey, Paula. Hey, Maggie. Thank you so much. See, you need to refill your cup. And sometimes, you know how you drink a nice, refreshing glass of water, but you so dehydrated and thirsty that that first one go down so quick, you like, shit, you got to hurry up and fill it up and drink another one because you are so depleted. I don't know why I keep seeing a word that don't even exist. It's giving deplenished. They putting them together. They said you are deplenished. Right? You need a couple of cups. Like you need to sit there, like you know how you just think if you was a kid back in the day, we Gen Xers, so we used to get the motherfucking water hose because we couldn't come back in the house, and you sit there on a just drinking until you get filled up. Remember back in elementary school when y'all had come in from recess and you get to go to the water fountain and everybody lined up, and then they be sitting up there waiting, and you taking all day long because your ass thirsty as hell. Like, and they be like, you got to come on. Like, shit, I'm still thirsty. It's giving that. It's healing your lack. And depending on how long it has been since you fed yourself, you hydrated yourself, considering that you pour out everything into everybody else and nobody's really pouring back into you, is how much you need to put back into you. And it could be a cool minute, a nice, cool, long minute before you are so full to overflow. It's given like to allow anybody else to get anything. Like you need deep replenishment. I'm getting deep replenishment. So somebody could be called into hermit, right? You could be called into that isolation to really focus on you. Yeah, security. You might be called to lock some shit down. Like I got to defend me. I got to protect me. Look, the vault is fucking locked. Y'all remember back in the day when Disney would put certain movies in the vault and lock the door? Like it was out for a minute, but now it's shut the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Clink clink. That's what I'm getting. I heard that big ass clink. You know what I'm saying? Like when it echo, big ass lock on that shit. Be careful not to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been established. Have you been drawn into a false sense of security with a person? You know why you connected to them, but you don't know why they connected to you. It could be a false sense of security. And pride. Never be too proud to ask for help. Everyone needs a little help every now and again, even you. And I'm getting it something with even if you ask for help, nobody gets strength. I feel like all these trials and tribulations are strengthening you, and it's teaching you how to deal with you. You never know just how strong you really are until being strong is your only choice. If nobody helps you, Even when you do ask for help and giving not prideful, the only thing you can do is depend on you and the spirit that made you. Which one? This one. Depending on you and the spirit that made you. It teaches you your resiliency. It shows you your strength. And you cannot be, in a full powered, empowered state until you fully pour into you, Ashe. Like until you make yourself a priority. Self prioritize. You don't want me to say that. They are saying self pride, and it's okay to ask for help. Just be cautious of who you asking, who you are making your petition to, or who you are asking to give help to you, or something like that. Right now, I'm hearing ask the spirit. Ask the spirit to help you. Life isn't a sprint, it's a long race, and you're not in it just to win it. Yeah, it's almost like pace yourself and ask the spirit. You don't have to meet some sort of predetermined timeline. You are running your own race, you are always on time. You have come back to the start to see what you missed before. So, what is it that you missed? I'm hearing the point. It's a point to this. It's something about not missing the point. You are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. Headstrong, stand in your guard. You are an original. Look at this sparkly ass energy. Yeah, when you bond with someone in the spirit, you both become a greater force for good. And it's something like you could be bound to somebody that is not good. It could be karmic, right? It could be a trauma bond. It could be a bond that's just like, people have maladaptive relationship expressions. It's given, what is that? Avoidance, some sort of avoidant type of connection where you are with a person. Maybe it's a runner chaser dynamic, you know maybe it is an empathic narcissistic type of dynamic where you are an overgiver and they are an overtaker, so you're not getting anything back. As you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your higher self. Spirit wants you to connect back to you, and that's what I'm getting. Like you tuning all the way into you, tuning your frequency, security, clink, clink, lock it down, confirmation, right? Going back to where it starts. It all starts with you so that you can see the point. What did you miss? Pouring into others don't fill you up, beloved. It doesn't. You may get some sort of benefit and feeling like, I help them, so it gives me a sense of soul fulfillment. But at the end of the day, when you pour and pour and pour and you're never getting anything back into self, then you become depleted and it breeds resentment. It breeds resentment. And you may be dealing with some things internally in your shadow energy that you may not even be able to recognize or want to admit. You aren't done. You are just getting started. So for somebody, you're just getting started. You tapping into yourself and tuning your energy, learning how to stand your ground, being headstrong. You're just getting started. You're an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. And following your own heart is actually bringing out some energy from somebody else. Hey, Emmanuel, thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. Hey, loving winded gifts, thank you so much. Yeah, you getting started and just being in your authentic self is bringing out something else in somebody else. When you rise to the challenge, it rises to meet you. When you rise to the challenge, it rises to meet you. This is somebody that is opposing you. It's giving Mars energy. You've had the power all along. You just needed to believe it. You needed to believe it. And you needed to also learn how to protect yourself and your energy, beloved. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. Yes. Yeah. An eclipse may hide your light, but not forever. So what was hiding your light? What was your light hid behind? putting all of your light into something else and it was blocking your shine. Be patient, trust the wait. Everything is coming together. Everything is coming together. And there are many doors that lead you to the place you truly belong. So when you choose to exit a place that does not appreciate you, does not value you, and you choose to go to a place that does, it definitely changes how you feel about you. This one? Which one? This. Something, see, it's a given. We've been picking up that trickster spirit, which is kind of guiding you towards the right doorway. But you have to be tapped in to understand it. Repair, evolution, and growth is given a crossroads. Somebody can have childhood wounds, right? And that is a thing. If you are not, a person who understands that giving to yourself is a priority, like that's a good thing, then you may have been taught to pour into everybody else first. An empath, like sometimes you are taught or receive messages that caring for others is more important than caring for self. And we're not saying don't care for others. We're not saying to be dismissive of other people's needs. And reciprocity, compassion, sympathy, empathy, those are incredibly important principles. But at the same time, self-preservation is the first law of nature. Self-preservation. If you don't preserve yourself, then you don't have anything to give to anybody else. Anytime, you are on an airplane, they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first. To put your mask on first. If you don't preserve you, what can you do? What can you do? So consider that. Always make sure that you are pouring into your dreams, pouring into yourself, into your health, spiritual health, emotional health, mental health, physical health, and yes, your financial health. We were listening to Aya. Well, Aya's inspired tarot, Miss Veronica Gray, and she was reading for a person, and we were in and out because we were supporting multiple sisters at the time. Hers, Veronica, Aya's inspired tarot, and Clarity Empress. So we going between the two. So we dropped back into Veronica's live, and she's talking to one of her beloveds, her collective, and she was saying that their person wanted the ability to invest in themselves. And I immediately thought, like, yeah, they don't want to feel like a dependent. Nobody in a partnership wants to feel like a dependent. Some people don't have a problem with it, but I would say that there's a childhood wound present. Something in the modeling has taken them so far away from themselves that you know what I'm saying. What makes you not want to express what your soul is trying to express? You have something in you that you are supposed to bring forward. You're supposed to create. Right? You're supposed to bring it to fruition. You are a co-creator, confirmation. So, yeah, you don't want to feel like a dependent, right? Nobody wants to be codependent in a relationship as an adult. You don't want to be a dependent, right? You probably should strive towards interdependency. You don't need to be hyper independent, right? Yes, I can do it by myself. Like I'm a big girl, I can put my panties on all by myself or choose to go commando because I got free will to make that choice. I say, okay, right? You only got to breathe. Just saying. Uh, Anywho, a person doesn't want to be codependent on anybody in those facets. Not whether not you would love you. There's a need there, and I don't know why I'm stumbling over it. Right? Because some people, whether they like it or not, spirit, we don't give a shit. Okay, look. Spiritual sovereignty. You cannot tell me how I connect to the Most High God. Period. As long as I have an intimate connection and we are aligning with values and morals and integrity, lead me be to commune how we commune. That's our business, right? Mental principles. You got to have the ability to have your own damn mind. I can think for myself. I don't need you to tell me what the fuck I think or how to think. No. I don't need you to tell me how I feel. I have emotional sovereignty. I know my feelings, and you can't tell me how I feel or how I received what you said. Communication is a two-way thing, and it's not full simply because you said some shit. It's when we get to a mutual understanding. If you can understand how I feel about what you said, then the communication loop is complete. It's not simply because you said it and you think I heard it. No, because I might not have heard shit depending on how you said it. Just truth. I don't need nobody to tell me how I feel. I don't need nobody to tell me how to connect. I don't need nobody to tell me how to think. I don't need nobody to tell me how I feel about my body. Just saying. I might like being a little thick, a little soft. Okay? If you don't like it, that's your fucking business. Feel free. You don't have to choose nothing that you don't like, right? But if you do like it, just saying, right? Financial security and financial sovereignty. We can work together and collaborate, but nobody wants to ask permission to get some money. Nobody want to ask permission, or like when I want to go spend something, if I want to do something for you, if I want to pour into self, if I want to invest in me and to create some of these things that's coming up out my soul, I don't want to come to you for ask you for your money, and it's all up to you about whether you agree with what I'm doing or not. No, no, and no. So some people need to understand that, and the social conditioning be having people messed up in like the simple things. The same way that masculines want a certain level of sovereignty, so do feminines. We are a whole fucking people. As a matter of fact, XY came from an XX. Like, let's not get this shit twisted. You might want to go back to biology and check nature, beloved. Because I don't know no feminine in nature that's domicile like that. You point me to one. I'll wait. I'm going to take a sip until y'all type one in the comments. Give you a little extra second. Nothing. Okay, let's keep it moving. Protection needed. You need to learn how to protect yourself. That's three. That's three. It's three cards. Look. Armor. Protection. Guardian armor. Protection. Protection. It is vital at this time to protect your energy field, as others may be projecting negative energy onto you. What did they say? That hatred. You learning how to stand up for you and protect your own energy and pour it back into you got people feeling a kind of way. Somebody in particular, I say they do. You know why you connected to them, but you don't know why they connected to you. You also may be in an environment for which you are absorbing negative vibes that are draining you. Hello, you need replenishment. Call in Archangel Michael for protection and clear your energy field. Having a practice of grounding and putting your protective bubble around you every day may be helpful. That's what she's doing. To stay grounded. And then to what? Learn how to stand your ground. To learn how to stand your ground. Stay grounded and learn how to stand your ground. Like it is what the fuck it is. And you just getting started. So you definitely on this track, right? So they just gonna have to learn how to deal with that. And if they can't, then hey, high vibrations, transformation. Look at their heart energy. Transformation. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration. They said that choosing your higher self. You are moving towards your north node, aspiring higher and moving towards your north node. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing, your north node. Now you have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. You are limitless. You are limitless. Passion ignited. What are your desires? What are your desires? What is it that you want to do? It's time for you to evolve this one and pour back into you. It's time for you to think about and learn how the spirit speaks to you. What are your many gifts? One of them is being an empath. And that's what we were getting. Like sometimes it's that empathic and narcissistic paradigm, beloved. People who siphon out energy. Not everybody is a diagnosed narcissist, and we all can have or display narcissistic tendencies. Narcissistic or empathic, right? Extreme empaths will give and give and give, and they will martyr themselves. Are you a martyr? Are you giving and giving and giving and giving and giving until you are and exhausted and then get mad when nobody wants to give back? Spirit is showing you that you are creating your own lack. You need to heal that. You don't got to do a fuck shit thing, but it will behoove you to heal that lack, beloved. You are in a lack because you're taking care of everybody else first. And self-preservation is the first law of nature. You are out of alignment with nature, with your own nature. I'm so glad it's resonating. See, inner strength. To build up that inner strength. That's what they said. To build up this strength. And we do see meditate here. And the next card is doubt. Don't second guess yourself. Right? When your spirit tell you that something's not good for you, something's not off, don't dismiss it. Sometimes you want to heal it. You want to heal other people. And it's like, now you don't have the energy to care for you. You're caring for everybody else. Hello, Crystal. Thank you so much. Tap into your inner power and stay strong in adversity, using resiliency to overcome your challenges. Using resiliency to overcome your challenges. Learning how to stand your ground. Yeah, you can leap over this shit, a new beginning, a whole new day. It's a whole new day. It's giving freedom, Ashe, leaping forward, overcoming obstacles along the way. You got the strength to overcome these obstacles. Somebody don't like that shit. Flying high. Yeah, somebody don't want you to fly. They don't want you to go. No, because they know that they're holding on to your energy and they don't even have the ability to pour back into you. Why they don't pour back into you? Because they don't have energy to fill them up. Or maybe they just don't have a desire to. Sometimes people pour all into themselves and then they get other people energy and they just overfull and overflowing and just like, you know, hoard or about to burst, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. They just, they don't, they just don't. That it's all about me, 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 me. Give me me, give me me. I don't know. You give them the version of you that they think is them. I don't know what the fuck that was, but Spirit said, give me me. They got them and you got to give them too. Follow your dreams and transcend your self-imposed limits. How did you limit you? By pouring into other people before you pour into you? Step by step. This is your journey. Don't worry about racing. You ain't got to race. Have a brave heart. Courageous. To go all the way. You a snail with a lion heart? What? Follow the natural pace and gradually achieve your goals and face the world with fearlessness, breaking through all boundaries with courage. You are over here ruling your journey, your pathway. They said ruling, so you got to be a leader. But you just needed something to break that strength open. Look, the seed of the strength was there. But what had to pressure you? What is the darkness that you have been implanted in so that you can grow? You can break ground so that you can learn how to stand your ground. If you are an empath, then you definitely could have a problem with people pleasing and standing your ground, pouring into everybody else first. Yeah, it was time to change. That's that decision. And I think we saw something that said decision. I don't know if y'all can see this deck in the camera. You may not. But we mentioned this. Meditation, doubt. Oh, be here and now. Why did I thought I saw we saw something said decision? Oh, we did. This one. See, decisions. Time to evolve. In order for you to get to your desire, it's time for you to evolve, to make the choice, to decide. You were stuck in something, stuck energy, right? Underneath a false narrative, right? Better boundaries, needing to have better boundaries. And the spirit sending you through some sort of awakening, moving you towards your north node. Like it's time to evolve, time to decide. You had to make the decision. For somebody, I'm getting being so depleted and working for everybody else. It's like it got to the point of do or die, you know, do or die. And I'm also getting like do die, not physical transition. I'm not saying that like somebody to self harm. No. What I'm saying is allow yourself to go through the transition, the change, so that you can become and step into your higher self. Hey Isaiah, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Hey Gratitude. Hey Christine. Thank you so much for tapping in. Dare to change and embrace new possibilities. Like you have to choose which way to go. You can go this way or that way. And Spirit kind of gave us a message like it doesn't matter which way you're going to go. You're going to end up where you're supposed to be. It just depends on which turns you take on your journey. If you go a certain way, you continue to grow down in the dark, right? But if you switch towards your north node, then you choose to break ground so that you can stand your ground, be rooted like the tree. But in reality, the tree is growing in both directions at the same time, simultaneously. That's the reality. Vitality. Reignite your energy and embrace new beginnings with enthusiasm. Exploration. It's given like you need to be going to the stars. And look, rooted in grace. Like if you choose to continue to go down the path, you just establish stronger roots, right? Eventually, I feel like you will course correct and you're going to be breaking ground anyway. You just may need to realize, that you're growing in both directions at the same time. It's just a realization. Face life challenges with grace, maintaining inner stability and calm amidst change. I do feel change because they put that change down here. Like you are changing and you may not even realize how much you have changed. The ability to become brave. Once you endure so much darkness, it develops a sense of inner strength as long as you don't become so depleted where you self-destruct, beloved. But that's why I was getting that energy of do or die. Like you'll get to the point where like I got to do something different because I can't continue to sit in this. I'm too depleted. Like I need to move. I have to do something different. I have to protect myself. Because protection is here at 3 different levels. 3 times as protection here. So you had to learn how to protect you. But don't be fooled by what you think you know, because there's somebody else that's around you. Exploration. I feel like you about to go to space. Brave exploration of the unknown and expand your horizons. Expansion. Home is here. Could be moving for somebody. Patience. It's all about time. Beautiful things Beautiful things take time to grow. Let yourself grow stronger in waiting, growing stronger during the wait, stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Even if you feel like you're sitting in a dark place right now and you know that the energy is off, continue to pour into you. Take the time to strengthen you. Practice the principles of self preservation, of self care. As we said, self care, circle of care. Grow with the support of love and compassion, connecting to the strength of others. And I feel like the strength of your spirit team. We see inspiration, gain insights, and wisdom from life. Somebody may have a few people in their life that they can draw inspiration from, and if you do lean into that, it will be beneficial to you. Love your journey is coming through. Embrace your journey. Don't get down on yourself because of the things that you've gone through. Even when you're confused and you don't know which way to go and what to do, I feel like either way is going to work well for you. Either way. Because in order for you to grow again like that strong tree energy, you got to have strong roots. And look at the root system, right? You look how much more involved that is than this. That is an important part of the process. Look, a tower moment. So something definitely could be falling down, things changing. You pouring into yourself, having spent the time in the dark to deepen your roots, it's almost like you making the switch to realize, how far you've come. You are now heading towards your north node, which means that you are up here, right? You're no longer down here. You're not doing south node work anymore. You're doing north node work. And I feel grounded energy. So you're like right there around, where the confirmation, the tree meets the ground to stay grounded. And you are going to stand your ground. You doing that got somebody in a tizzy. Tower moment. See, I told you, look, setting boundaries. And we did see leader. So here's leader and tower moment, setting those boundaries. When you become the leader of yourself, you're not the boss of me, is what I heard, right? Time to move on. But you can do it peacefully. You ain't got to be like all that bullshit, right? New opportunities coming in. I felt something. What's this? Nostalgia. Somebody may be nostalgic. You could be. You could miss where you used to be. They could miss they could miss you being there. We see travel. I don't know where you're going to explore something new. It could be exploring somewhere or having nostalgia about a place you've never even been to. Somebody could be doing nostalgia magic on you. Ah, thank you, Spirit. Somebody doing nostalgic magic to try and call you back. Gifted is here. Somebody could be a seer. Trust your gut, guided and protected, right? For some reason, this right here be giving me like a seer, like what is that? A crystal ball. It gives me crystal ball vibes, but yeah, see, as we were saying, like a crystal ball. Look, a new dawn, a new day is dawning, sunny and bright. But after I've been crying all night, the sun is cold and the new day feels old. Somebody is upset because they have lost you. If you have walked away already, this person that you walked away from is upset because they lost you. Career change is here and a leader. So somebody could definitely be getting an opportunity with their bread. So don't settle. Yeah, like don't settle. We see keep it simple. Self-made boss, powerful, delegate, thinking outside of the box. career change. If you have not made it into this promotion type of energy, if you have not been promoted yet, I feel like it's coming. Yeah, see, wait. It's something about waiting, but it's coming. Setting boundaries. Again, and there's something about it being up to you. We do see romance. Somebody miss you. This is somebody that you had a romantic partnership with. And it's definitely giving me that energy like, I don't want to fucking be dependent on you. I'm not your dependent, right? I have autonomy in my life. It's like understanding what is true partnership. What is true partnership? Like, we can co-create, we can collaborate, but it's not a dictatorship, right? A lot of people be in relationships and they feel like they need to dictate. That's not leadership. That's not communication. That's not inspiration. That's not motivation. People are not children in relationships, and we don't own one another. You know, we come into union. That doesn't mean you bought me as a fucking person. You don't own me, right? You don't own my spirit. You don't own my emotions. You don't own my mind. You don't own my body. And you don't own my finances. Now, I think, it's a thing with the money because it's integrated community property, but it's owned by the community, not one person. Community assets. That means I don't strictly own them and the other person doesn't strictly own them. That's why we are a person that will always advocate for a prenup. I wouldn't care how much money you make, right? I don't care if you feel like you are a thousandaire or a millionaire or a billionaire. Either way, a prenup should be in place. How do we govern certain things? The marriage itself is an institution and it needs governing rules in place, beloved. What happens? Because the same person that you are dating is not the person that you're engaged to, is not the person that you marry. And if anything happens, it is not the person that you divorce. Those are completely different people. The person that you're dating in the beginning and everything is great and it's like, oh, schmoozy, schmoozy, then that's my fiance. That's my fiance. Start to come in. People, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Anywho, because some people be so excited about getting the ring, but they're not considering what they're getting into. It's not a game. Easy to get in, but not easy to get out. Before you know it, your fiance started to tell you shit and you might need to pay attention. Do you want to really go through with it? All of a sudden, they don't like you wearing that. All of a sudden, they don't like you doing that. You can see that shit in a boyfriend stage. That y'all met at the motherfucking beach or y'all met at the, brunch or some shit and you had on the cutesy schmootsy and you was wearing your shit, you was beat to the fucking gods. But now that y'all dating, they don't want you to put on no makeup. They don't want you to wear that shit. No, 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 no. See, body autonomy. You can't tell me what the fuck to wear. If you didn't like that shit when we met, then why the fuck did you pick it? It's a difference. Don't change me now. I'm not yours to be molded and changed into what you think you want in a person. You knew I was a seer when you met me. You knew I was clairvoyant. You knew I was intuitive. When I started to tell you shit, don't all of a sudden now you want to throw me in the church or call me a fucking witch. You know what I'm saying? No, no, no. Let's not do that. Let's not, no, 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 no. Don't ask me to give up my service because we not doing that. We'll show your ass the dough before the AO go. I'm just saying. So where we at with it? Sometimes people get strange, and you might need to understand. I've heard you've been with this person, and they've been cheating on you, and then now they want to throw a ring on it. Nope, I don't want no motherfucking guilt marriage. What is the foundation in that shit? Somebody that could buy your loyalty and buy your forgiveness? Nope. Might want to think about it. Confirmation. Might be trying to change some shit. You are your own person. People get with each other under false pretenses, under a whole false narrative, and wonder why the shit don't work. Why you feel depleted because you fucking exhausted because you keep trying to fucking morph yourself into the person that this person trying to fucking finagle you to in like clay and stuff you in a fucking mold that wasn't you in the first place. Go pick that shit. It's out there. It's billions of us on the planet. You think what you looking for ain't out there? Why do you need to go get with somebody and mold them into the person that you want them to be? You better go mind your fucking business. New home, somebody moved. It's like you didn't settle. Like, no. No, no. Learning how to nurture yourself, yo. And finding people that understand that shit. Clear that. Clear it. Obstacles removed, making space. Whoever the fuck you walked away from, look, I don't know if you learned a lesson, if you learned some new shit, you taught yourself some new shit. We see abundance coming in, tower moment. For somebody, some shit finna break loose. And I'm getting, it could be coming soon. They don't always give us time. But it's definitely like time is on your side. You didn't have to rush. You ain't got to race. A lion heart at a snail's pace. Come on with this thing. Have more fun in your life. Pour back into you. Right? Look, for a few more weeks. They said that again. So don't doubt you. What would you like, Spirit? I feel like it's something else. You want some numbers? And then a loss, and that's it. Okay. I understand how the Spirit speak to you, beloved. It's personal. It's intimate. 144 is on the bottom. What we gonna get? 300 divine connection. Somebody could definitely be a light worker. 911. We kind of mentioned that. Like, you knew I was a seer. Don't be like, you always telling me you feel some shit, okay? And I do. So, fucking try to tell me what my intuition is saying to me. I trust my intuition before I trust that shit. I'm just saying, look, declutter your life. Trust fall is here. Stagnant, stuck ass energy, 635. They said that shit. Desire, a decision, stuck ass energy. Stagnant, stuck. Life grows in peaceful moments. Infinity, 818. Life is a never ending loop. Never ending. Your angels know that life has felt stagnant lately, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening behind the scenes. Send for 1 minute where you can be undisturbed. Get grounded. Meditate. Focus on your breathing. Trying to be as connected to your own self, connected to the divine, mind, body, and spirit united. Connect to the divine through meditation, focused breathing. Try it for a minute. When that minute is up, notice how much you have mindfully changed, becoming mindful, paying attention to your own damn business so that you can make good business decisions, make good choices. Sometimes it's time for the business to be restructured, realigned. You know how they say the company is going through a restructuring. You know what happens when a company goes through a restructuring? It's going through a realignment. It's deciding what roles and positions are a priority. Like, what do we need to do? We are revising processes. We are leaning out. We're taking a lean approach. We're becoming a little bit more agile. A little bit more nimble, a little bit more flexible. Right? See, some people don't like it when you start throwing them business terms out there. Everybody be on that bullshit. That's that trend shit. But they don't really know what it means shit. Okay? I'm standing on business. No, the fuck you not, because you don't even know how business operate. Business don't take shit personal, beloved. You could have worked for their ass for 15 motherfucking years. Let their ass go through a restructuring and decide that your position is no longer needed. Where the fuck is that loyalty at to the company? To the company. Human resources don't work for you. They protect the company. Who's living underneath a false narrative? Discernment. False narrative. You might need better boundaries to protect you. Be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. Having a negative narrative is a destructive, and if having a negative narrative, a false narrative, is destructive and simply not true. Stop listening to the ego-based story that is laced with falsehoods and old conditioning. Old conditioning, needing to go through a restructuring to adapt to the current day. For everything, for every negative thing you say, counteract that by saying 3 positive words. See the truth of who you are, which is wise, magnificent, and radiant. Better boundaries, communication. So not only communication with other people, but communication with yourself. What are you saying to you? You you hate human resources. Yeah. Because think, you're a human and you're the resource. You're the resource to the company. How do they connect? How do they protect the company from even you and the things? How do they keep you as a resource to the company? If you are giving everything, all of your energy to the company, to your company, those that you are in partnership to, like you a motherfucking workaholic. Like you work, you put that motherfucking labor in. Right? That's your livelihood. That's your business. It's supposed to be reciprocal. You don't keep sowing into a business that's not profitable or that you can't even profit from. You don't get any benefit. Just think, if you working with in company with a person or business and you only making or receiving enough just to live. That's the whole conversation right now, socioeconomics, right? But how do we look at it on a personal level? Macro and microeconomics. If you are in company with a person and you working 24 motherfucking 7 and the only thing that you getting is room and board and food, is that, what the fuck would you call that? A lot of people in these days is terming it like slave labor. You are a human and you are a resource. Human assets, human property. That's why a lot of women are not like doing that shit no more. You talking about I'm available 24/7, no days off. And then if I do want to have a day off, I got to come to you and ask for money and be at your discretion whether you allow me to go or not because you don't agree that I need time off to replenish me. That's fuckery. Would you work for a company that do that shit? You can't take no motherfucking PTO. You gotta, like sister that's in here, I know you look 55 hours a week between both jobs. And that's just to make ends meet for things to come full circle. That shit is ridiculous. You should not have to work your entire life away in order to have a living wage. And if you are only gaining a living wage, then how are you saving for retirement? Because you don't want to work to the end of your motherfucking day. Big picture. Let's look at the big picture here. 662, healing the lack. Affirm that you are enough, you do enough, and you are enough. I have all that I need. Your angels ask that instead of focusing on the little things that can distract you and create negativity, shift your focus to the big picture. And that's what we were getting when you shift your mindset, right? Instead of being down here and like it's dark, it's dark, it's dark, shift your mindset. Choose to lift it. It was something with that. And it's almost given like they want you to flip it. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely flipping it. Yeah, you might be saying goodbye to some shit. 435. That chapter has ended. Flip it. Relationships have to have some sort of reciprocal energy. You originate original thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality. There is bravery. And they say bravery, courage, strength. Bravery in wanting something in life. Yeah, it can lead to disappointment, but your angels want you to take that chance, take the leap, right? What is it that you want? They're sending energy to you as to manifest your desires in your life. Your work is, we cannot speak, something with communication. They are sending energy to you as to manifest your desires in your life. Your work today is to want something. So that is your what it is that you want. Allow yourself to I was about to say allow yourself to try. Allow yourself to try to learn something new. And they said that to learn something new. There's something else in you that will help things come full circle. It will. People be saying that shit, trying to get ends to meet, and then somebody was like, "Oh, ends are not supposed to meet because that's the end." No, they are supposed to meet. They're supposed to come full circle. They're supposed to come full circle. Gratitude everywhere. 28:10. Challenge yourself to be thankful. Thankful of everything, thankful of every thought, whether it's positive or negative. Even when the negative thoughts come up and you have to replace that negative thought with three positive thoughts, right? Whatever that thought is that comes up to reaffirm lack to you, because that's based on the programming, right? But you can speak to yourself, call your name. Don't be like, just like do it blanket, you know. If I say, oh, most high God, I don't have enough, you know, healing lack. I feel a scarcity somewhere. I don't have, oh my gosh, I don't have enough of this, right? I would say, Lati has more than enough. Lati is overflowing. Lati is infinitely abundant. If you try it right now, just speak your name out that is willing to take the leap to try with us right now. Say your name out loud and see don't your system recognize it. Call your name 3 times and see don't your system, your body recognize your name. Somebody put a star or something or an emoji in the comment and tell me when you said your name to yourself out loud 3 times, did your system recognize it? Did you feel anything in your system? Did your system recognize it, Serena? Yeah, it does. Inner strength. When you say it to yourself, when you call your name, when you tell yourself, Veronica is strong, Veronica is magnificent, Veronica is infinitely abundant, your system recognizes that. When Michelle says, Michelle is healed, Michelle is healed, Michelle is healed, your system will recognize all yourself. Your body recognizes your authority to command it. You have power in you to command your system to heal, to restore, come back online, to come into alignment. to bring forth the power that is within you, to tap in positive results. Everything works for my good. You are limitless and you are loved, so you are more than enough. Light on, voluntary escape. It is you, beloved. It's always been you. It's always been you. Hello, cat. Surrender. Your body will surrender. It will release problems. It will release the negativity. It will do all of that shit. You got to learn how to do it for yourself. 4 and 7 is 11. It's giving justice. Release it. What is the problems that you need to let go of? Restoring acts. I told you, your body will restore itself. It will recover itself. It will heal itself. It's already healing. It knows how to heal. It knows. If you listen to your body tell you what to eat, it'll tell you what to eat to put in it so that it can heal itself. You go through the grocery store and smell some shit. Walk through the produce. They might look at you like you crazy. Who give a fuck what they think? Sometimes you might need to shed that shit. Other people's opinions, right? But you move through and you smell that, your mouth get to salivating and shit, and something in it that you need, beloved, your body will tell you. You need that. Soul renovation. What is it that you need to put in you to renovate, to restore? We just said shed that shit, right? Shed the past. Awaken to your truth. Motherfuckers always gonna say some shit about you. Opinions is the lowest form of knowledge. What do they know about you? Do they know you? No, because a lot of times people don't take the time to get to know you. They just know that you're a giver and you will give them some shit. That's all they need to know. They know enough to manipulate your energy, and that's all they care to know. Shift your reality. What is the false narrative? New choices. Shift your reality and make new choices for yourself. 55 and 2 is 12. That's that hangman. You are in a place so that you can shift your reality. They said we was getting these angel numbers and then we was going to get the law and that was going to be it. But look, playing your career, you might be learning something new so that you can come full circle. Create milestones and have a strategy to set yourself up for success. Hello. A part of it is sleep and rest. We said that when your ass is on call 24/7, it ain't a lot of that. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Who is obsessed? Working and working and working. You might need some nutrition. What is it that your soul needs? What does your body needs to restore itself, to replenish itself? It ain't just the food that you eat, that real, that natural, that raw shit. Not that GMO, that seedless shit. Where your shit that got some seeds in it, beloved? The real shit. You walk through that shit, your mouth get to salivating. It's telling you need some real shit in your life. Born to stand out. Stand your ground. Standing up for yourself, being headstrong. What? That's why they can't stand it. Somebody will though. Soulmate energy. Da, 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 da. They can't fucking stand this shit. Headstrong and born to stand out. It's a little card down here. Yeah. Born to stand out. When you stop diminishing you and understand that it's time for you to step up and lead, because then they pull a card that said leader. They did. La la la. It's one of these blue cards. We'll see it when we pick it up. Y'all seen it. Hopefully you did. The law. You wanted one of these? You looking at it like you want it, but you ain't getting it. So you might be looking at something that you want to do, but you're not going for it. And the spirit said, it's time to take a chance on you to learn and do something new. The law of oneness release the need to make anybody wrong or right and unify with your truth. The law of nature, reconnect with Mother Earth. And we said the first law of nature is self-preservation. Self-preservation. The law of eternality, live like you living. The law of non-attachment, let go and release. Allow for miracles. Let go and release. An awakening. Spiritual awakening. It's a card right here that says awakening. So we're going to read that. And it says spirit guidance, right? Co-creation. What are you supposed to be creating? Look at that energy. And we did call out light worker 911, right? You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize this through doing the hard work. No wonder they wanted us to read it, by doing the hard work. It says you need to merge with your higher self, merging with your higher self. It says no going back now. So enjoy this new way of being by acceptance, by having acceptance and inner peace and moving forward. And I promise you, I think it's something about inner peace that's down here. I feel like not only is inner strength, moving towards your north node, connecting with your higher self, all down here on the board, already down here. No going back, taking the leap, going forward. Listen to your guidance. See how the things that are going on around you is driving you to where you're supposed to be. These trickster spirits out here, they govern the crossroads when it's time for you to make a decision. The law of power, to remember who you are, to remember your strength. Remember the truth of who you are. Not only are you a light worker, but you come here to do something amazing. You've been around here before. You an empath. You care so much that you just coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back, and keep coming back. But somehow you connected to a person, or you did, and it had you stuck. And maybe you just need to understand why. The law of destiny is written in the stars. What you wholeheartedly desire is your destiny. It's written in the stars for you. Your destiny. Make sure I get that up in there so that y'all can see it. It is your destiny. Divinely connected. A part of the 300 is given Sparta. Every time I see 300. But it's given the Trinity 00, like to the second power. Like, I don't know how many times you've been here, but shit, you keep coming back. Your angels acknowledge that you have an intense connection to the divine. Unify your mind, body, and spirit. You are a conduit for spiritual messages. Somebody is a light worker. And you can see it be like, oh, everybody's saying they're a light worker. Everybody said they're chosen. Everybody is chosen to do something, and everybody has light in them to work their light. But whether or not you are, what you're supposed to do is different. The type of magic that expresses itself through you is different. Some people are alchemists. Some people have a green thumb where anything they fucking put their hands on, they can grow. It will grow. Right? Some people, transmute negative energy. Some people are here to raise a vibration. It's an immense number of crafts you can use. CRAFTS. So which craft do you use? The law of forgiveness. Forgive them for whatever it is that they did. Forgive yourself for what you did to you. Release all judgments and set yourself free. The law of harmony. Dissolve the discordance and the chaos within yourself so that you can rise, wheat. The law of individualization. Shine your unique light bright. And we love this law because it says that you are the alpha and the omega, having a intimate experience, an individualized intimate experience. Speak up. You may be called to say something. I don't know. Communication and boundaries. That's what they said. So yeah, speak up. How do you speak to yourself? How do you speak to others? What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so that you can move on and be happy. What is it that you need to say? Yeah, look, have confidence. Confidence. And I see you reaching your financial goals. But you might need to release that doubt. Right? So change your language and how you speak to yourself and how you speak about certain things. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potential. Don't. You have infinite potential. Infinite potential. The Most High God can bring forth any one of these beautiful pearls through you. It's all about, do you have the dedication, the commitment, the diligence to see it through? To see it through. To try. To try. To try. Nothing beats failure but a try. See the beauty. See the beauty. Learn to find the beauty in everything. See the world for all of its aspects. Can you see the beauty in all of it? Can you see the beauty in all of it? We always say we are infinite and abundant as every leaf on every tree, on every bush, every blade of grass. We claim it. We know that there are some trees that shed their leaves, but there are some that do not. We know that there's a time in the season where the grass isn't growing. It could be not where we're at, but it's growing somewhere else. Fresh start. We know with every season there's a chance to start again. You go through a cycle, you get an opportunity to start again. But you've learned. You're not starting from back there. You haven't lost everything. You're just starting from now with everything that you know. And it's giving knowledge and preparation breeds opportunity. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you have been given to rediscover yourself. Right? So it's given an obsession and denial. So, yeah, denial, obsession, releasing doubts, live your dream. So, if you are a person that cannot see, like, depending on where you're at in your timeline, right? Because we're all in different places. If you are over here at the end, you have gone through this awakening process to understand how you're giving your energy to people and you're not getting anything back, you're not seeing any residuals. That is bad for business, quite frankly. And you decided to change, and now things in your life are opening up. You are walking in your abundance, having more fun. I do feel like something else is coming in the upcoming weeks, like more growth, to deepen yourself, to stretch higher, to reach higher. It's nothing wrong with wanting more. And if you are in the beginning and you are trying to discern, what is this energy? What is this feeling? Why am I stagnant? Why am I stuck? This could be it. And this could be the outcome for you if you can continue to persist. Take courage to go through. Yeah, the law of pure potential. There's so much potential inside of you. They said that. Open your mind to all of the possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. Can you allow that? Right? The law of rhythm, go with the flow. The universe is guiding you to go with the flow. Everything in its season. Everybody is not experiencing the same season. We're not on the same timeline. This is not, you know, a one size fits all. You are running your own race. You are moving through your individual journey. The law of nature. Reconnect. Reconnect with Mother Earth and understand healing. See, healing. The law of healing. Transform your trauma to transform your life. And for somebody, it's healing lack. Needing to understand how to grow your own light. You know, allowing your candle to shine. This little light of mine, confirmation. You are a creator. And you should be headstrong. You should understand and know who you are and what it is that you want. And if you don't, then it's an opportunity to get in touch with you so that you can see. Trust your gifts is here. See the big picture. You are connected. It's time for you to step up and lead from your soul. Nourish yourself and plan. Sometimes it's like it's in the planning. I'm saying the Knight of Pentacles energy. Like the Knight of Pentacles. Address any false narratives. Right? Again, that's keeping you stuck. Spirit said it's time to evolve so that your desires, your passion can erupt. It's giving like a lot of fire that can come up. Taking the leap, the courage. Taking the leap, but you have to address the old wounds. See your patterns. What is that distorted view? What are you not seeing clearly? We see humanitarian being of service. That could be the distorted view for some people, right? It's like being of service is a great thing. It's not inherently bad to be of service, but when your service does not include yourself, when your compassion does not include yourself, when you are serving others to the detriment of yourself, that's not good. It becomes distorted. It means that you are probably seeking validation from those who you are serving instead of being just, internally validated. You serve you, you are full, and everybody gets from your overflow. Yeah. Have faith is here. Remove old doubts and questions. You are ready to step into your blessings and claim what is already yours. It's already yours. You just got to align with it. And probably by giving less fucks, beloved. Like casting those cares and worries. Give less fucks. What would those people do if you weren't there to service them the way that you do? Like the husband, and we're just picking on the masculines. We're just picking on the masculines, right? Wifey wants to go out of town for 2 weeks to get replenished and refreshed. And you trying to figure out, like, well, what am I going to do with this, that, and the other? Well, what would you do if I wasn't here? Just gonna replace somebody else? It takes time to do that. You still gotta handle that. You still need to feed yourself. You still need to clean the house, right? And we saying 2 weeks because that's long enough for a person to go through all the fucking dishes. You will have to learn how to start the dishwasher. It's not that difficult. You can run a company, but you can't start the dishwasher. That's weaponized incompetence. That shit not real. They wouldn't know what to do without me. Yes, they would. And if you haven't set them up to operate without you, then I feel like that's your issue. In my opinion, as a parent, it is my job to set my children up to operate without me. Now, it's a thing depending on age, because some children are very young, right? So it's a lot that you just don't have enough time to teach them should you depart untimely. But to raise self-sufficient adults that can operate in their independence and their sovereignty, to understand what it is to be interdependent, to collaborate and work with other people, and to do it successfully, to know when to choose themselves, when partnerships are not good for them, to walk away, choose themselves at the end of the day. That's what I'm supposed to do. If a person feels like they cannot operate without you, then you want to look at the dynamics of that relationship. Look at those dynamics. Somebody don't like that. Look, you having a damn glow up. You didn't disconnected from a person that felt like they needed all your motherfucking energy, like all the focus on them, and you start pouring back into you. Oh, that glow up is what's gonna happen. Cause look, you was depleted. Look, you cleared your energy, avoiding toxic people, cause you was born to stand out, beloved. They said that. Clearing your energy, getting into you, avoiding toxic people, blocking out negativity. Hang out with people who uplift your spirit, not people who bring it down. People who uplift you, who wanna, put some oxygen towards your candle, not fucking stifle it. And you got to breathe to keep that fire lit. Fire need oxygen. You need to breathe. You want to put somebody light out, suffocate them. That's how you put out a fire. Challenge yourself. You want to put out the fire in your relationship, suffocate it. I knew we saw that word, that card that said leader. You are definitely a leader, called to be. And you cannot operate in a situation that does not give you the ability to be yourself. We see change. We see inner strength. We see rooted in grace, flying high, bright, brave heart. This strength came out so many times. Like just strength over strength over strength over strength. Strength over strength over strength over strength. Here's that inner peace that we saw. Right? Inner peace, strength. Here's that card we said moving towards your north node. Here's that aspiring higher, connecting with your higher self. I create my own destiny. And you can do it, right? Change is here again. I think was that the same card? No, maybe we put it back. Because I know we saw change in another deck. Either way, nobody wants to be in a relationship that's stifling them and keeping them from operating in their fullness. Yeah, healing is here. Healing. Healing what? A sense of lack. Healing. Healing that hurt. Stepping into a higher vibration. Heal by confronting and addressing past wounds. Are you able to trust? Can you trust yourself? Can you trust others? Can you connect to new people that you can trust that are good for you? Definitely getting going with the flow. Look at that growth. That's what we were talking about. Look at those roots that's supporting this tree. It's difficult to understand that you are always growing in two directions. The same way that you do light work is the same way you do shadow work. And what's in the shadow is not inherently bad, right? Once you break ground, it feels freeing to just grow up towards the sun, receiving the resources, the water, the light. You make your own food. See, you're inherently abundant. You can make your shit. It comes full circle. It does. But this right here work is the challenge. So challenge yourself to deepen your roots so that you can be stable, so that you can stand your ground, beloved. What's in here in that darkness that you need to press through so that you can deepen those roots? Because the stronger your root system is, the stronger this tree is. You. For somebody, you may need to consider your network too. We just kind of talked about network, I think, yesterday. Yeah, see, that's that strength. Look at you, this little inner seed, and it's in the dark. The seed cracks open in the dark. Some of them, they still put them in the dark, like you can put it in a paper towel and spray it with some water and cover it up. And then before you know it, you get these little sproutlings and shit. And then it still get planted in the dirt. Either way, you gotta start. It's from the seed and the potential that's in it. But it gotta be cracked open for all of this energy to come out, to escape, beloved. And then it's gotta grow up through the ground to even break ground. So you got to consider, what is the work that needs to be done, and are you able to push through it to grow? Cultivate your inner calm through meditation and mindful practices. I let go and I have faith. And I think they definitely called out another card about letting go and having faith. Yeah, it's your own pathway. Nobody is, can tell you how to go, which way to go. If you listen to that, you end up stifling your own soul. Soothing the stillness, stay grounded. Find true peace in the stillness of your inner self. Enlightenment, the doorway to enlightenment. The door got to be cracked open. You got to open it. And it's guardians and those people on your pathway that lead you to the doors to your awakening. They are guardians of the doors. Gain deep understanding and insight, opening the door to new wisdom. Yeah, look, deep connections. Find bonds of support in love and intimate relationships and family. And sometimes we don't think about how a person is actually supporting us, right? Sometimes the support that we need is a lack of support. Can you imagine? We had to learn that, right? Reflection, to see yourself, where you need to gain resiliency. What happens when you are not supported? It teaches you to pour back into yourself. But it's your little journey, step by step. And nobody can tell you exactly how to get there. I'm definitely feeling that. True north, align your decisions with your spirit's guidance to get direction. I know the way. So your spirit does know the way. And it's teaching you to strengthen yourself. You never know just how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. So when you don't have support and being strong is your only choice, then you really don't know how strong you are. Maybe that's the missing puzzle piece. Like maybe that'll help somebody pull the pieces together in their mind, to understand it. Why did I go through this like this? Why did they show me like this? Why did they guide me like this? Why did they make it hard? So much resistance. To teach you your own strength and your own resiliency. To teach you how to stand up for yourself, how to protect yourself, how to change your vibration, how to recognize when you need to lock some shit, how to secure some shit. Secure yourself first, beloved. Put on your own seatbelt. Put on your own oxygen mask. Sweet harmony and golden map. Definitely direction and having a vantage point. It's something about slow. Look at the turtle, the little snail, right? Something about slow movement, slow and steady. They definitely are victorious. The turtle wins the race. Ask Spirit to give you clarity so that you can change your perception, your perspective. I see my path clearly to see. Rising above. Unfold your version from murky depths to clarity with grace. I bloom from within. Blooming from within. And I feel like somebody felt like they was stuck in that labyrinth. Remember we were talking about the labyrinth yesterday, anybody that was here? And guided steps, right? So you will meet people on your pathway that is helping give you direction. But they don't always show up like how you think they should. They may show up as a trickster spirit. They will show up as an adversary, an opponent. Not only is it giving you the skills that you need to help you learn, but it's also giving you direction. Yeah. So maybe that's something that you need to harmonize in your life. Bring to harmony. Let go and allow abundance to flow into your life effortlessly. I release expectations. Release the expectation of what your guidance is supposed to look like. What the adversaries are doing for you, right? Some people may have that mindset of like, life is happening to me, woe is me, victimhood mentality, but you are supposed to be a victor over all things. A victor. You are victorious, which means you move through the challenges with ease and grace. You learn the lesson and you keep going, Ashe. You keep going. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there. We wrapping it up. Be patient. See, not only do elephants learn, but they're wise. And they're wise, but it's something about this slower pace. One of our greatest virtues is patience. Learn to be patient with yourself and with others. Yeah, eliminates codependency and coddling. Absolutely. You're struggling to connect with your meditations and prayers. Hmm. I'm seeing like a change in element, Poppy. I'm not for sure how you meditate, but if it's becoming mundane and you're not connecting, it could be another element that you need to connect to. So if you are not like sitting outside in the ground, in the earth, in underneath the sun, right? Then maybe try that, because I'm seeing like earthing and grounding. I don't know what element you use. Like if you just go into a certain space in your house and just meditate, or wherever you at, but you may want to try using an element. You may want to try to put on some headphones and listen to a frequency, right? So that you can tune out the sound if you're not out in nature, where you're just like focusing on the birds, the feeling of the wind rustling through the trees, listening to the wind, listening to, what's around you. Reach for your dream knowing that it's already coming true. What's for you is already coming true. So reach for it, right? Ooh, 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 ooh. See? Don't be surprised when shit fall down. We're going to have to pick this up. We see soulful presence. We see guidance step by step. This journey, everything being all mixed up. We see goal, empathy, patience. And they just said patience, being reborn. We dropped 3 on the floor. Balance, quiet, strength, and trust. Those hit the floor. You just heard colors of the wind. Revitalize. And this doesn't even say revitalize, but that's totally what we just said. They channeled the word revitalize. It says realize you have all the qualities to be a leader. And they called you a leader a couple of times. So somebody may not realize that they have the ability to be a leader, right? And here's that open door. I see several doors, like door, 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 door. Yeah, see, if you meditate in your bedroom, you may want to go outside. Feel the sunlight, feel the grass if you can. And if you have headphones, I'm getting put on the headphones so it could be like energy immersion. Like immersing yourself, immersion. I'm hearing IMMERSION, immersion. What you find may not be what you expect, but it's what you need. So let go of expectations. They said that. It's not always what you expect, but it's what you need. Everything is unfolding as it should be, like the lotus. Shout out to LMT. You have many layers of truth to discover. See, learn more about you. Discover you. And what you seek is seeking you. When you rest, you will find it. When you rest, it will find you. Embrace what you learned and cherish your experiences because they are divinely guided. They're guiding you to this door. Continue to make the most of every open door. Life's an open door. That's the remix from Frozen. Be patient, patience. Trust the wait. Everything is coming together. It is. Everything is coming together. That's funny. You started singing it too. That I always hear it. Life is an open door. She says love's an open door. But we always hear life is an open door. Life is an open door. But do you have the courage to continue to move through the doors? Do you have the courage? Happiness, to be good with whatever's happening. True happiness comes from within yourself. Never allow anyone or anything to determine what makes you happy. And we kind of said that. You can't allow anybody to tell you how to connect to the divine. Your soul, your spirit, right? What's coming from your soul. That's your dharma when your soul is expressing itself. Your soul expression, you can't allow anybody to tell you how you feel. You can't allow anybody to tell you what you think. Don't even allow you to tell you what you think. Because sometimes we can get wrapped up in thinking that we know something and that may not necessarily be true. So allow your own mind to be flexible. You can't allow anybody to tell you how you feel about you and your body. This physical vessel, your soul has a vessel. Can't nobody tell you how to feel about you. It's your esteem. It's the esteem of your motherfucking self. Go on, Cat Williams. And when you make your own bread, that's why some people don't be wanting you to have that ability to be interdependent, to collaborate, or even just to be sovereign, financially sovereign, because then they can't tell you what to do with your bread. They can't control you. Happiness, security. That provides security. When you secure yourself, they can put all that other bullshit on the shelf. I'm just saying. That shit not real. Speak your truth. A lot of people feel like they can stifle you. They control you. Hell to the no. Absolutely not. I would love, trust me, I would love to have a partner to come in that wants to secure me like that state. I'll provide provision. You don't have to, I'm going to take care of all of this. I'm still going to do the work. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to serve and I'm still going to grow my professionalism. Why? Because why the fuck not? I don't want to be out there sweating and shit, but sometimes you might want to be in a position to just serve in your dharma, to work in your purpose. Nobody wants to be a dependent. I'm not marrying a father. The fuck? Shit's weird. People weird. I'm telling you, that shit is weird. It's weird. It's giving weird. Be patient. Ooh, y'all know we love this. Vices. They do say vices. We don't love just vices, but we like the wine bottles. That is so pretty. Anywho, whether we admit it or not, we all have We all have or have had habits that did not serve our greater good. Use that knowledge to become a better version of you. The habits that you might have had was putting other people before you. Maybe not even always trusting your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Always trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? Maybe you didn't always listen. Maybe you took shit too seriously. Maybe somebody need to learn how to laugh. Lighten up a bit. Laughter is medicine for the soul, so laugh. Even if it's through your tears. Let go of the baggage. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to pack a bag. But if you do, pack light, beloved. Transmute some shit. Burn it. Understand what you take and what's good for benefit. You know how we go on vacation, you got 17 bags and don't wear half of it? Resist being weighed down by guilt and the shame of the past. The past is exactly what it is, the past. So unpack it and begin your healing. Start a new life and stop dragging the old into the new. You can't fit into the new dragging the old with you. You can't fit into the new dragging the old with you. The old stay with you, then you stay living in the old shit. So unpack before you pack. Get rid of it. Make your piles. That shit's trash. That shit is donated. Some shit is regifted. I'm just saying. Regift that. Donate, whatever. And this shit is going with us. We'll keep it. Okay. Just saying. I don't know what we did with this deck of cards. Oh, it goes to this. No, it don't. Oh, it's something that's stuck in the deck that didn't even belong to none of this. We was wondering like why it don't match nothing. Because it didn't belong in none of these decks. This right here, revealing the truth. Work. Okay. See, some just may not fucking belong. Look, don't none of these decks. That don't go to none of these decks. None of them. How about that? Yeah, some shit is mixed up and bleeding over. You gotta separate it. Straighten some shit out. This don't go with none of these. But that was good because Spirit called us to use these cards and we figured that out. Most High God bless us with a beautiful partner that says you don't have to worry about provision. You only need to operate in your purpose. We would definitely still continue. Like business is important. Service is important. And those things to me just enhance the community assets. You know what I'm saying? Like I would still want to be a contributor. Our soul has something to give unto creation, and it delights us to be able to give onto self first and foremost, and onto the weak nation. A long time is coming through. So I do feel like the spirit is separating you, right? Something's going to happen within a few weeks. I do keep seeing that have more fun. It could be vacation for somebody or it could be promotion, something opening up. But continue to take one step at a time, beloved. Don't rush yourself. Don't be trying to do too much. And whatever you're doing, Spirit wants you to come out your comfort zone. They're saying take action to come out of your comfort zone. Don't tell everybody, though. Be cautious of who you tell your shit to. See, one step at a time. You will get there. No need for you to rush you in becoming your higher you. Nope. Making the shift is here, and last message to be reborn. And she's definitely under the water. Growth, transformation, healing again. Healing. And the ability to feel your way through it. You can't heal it if you don't feel it. Look at this. Coming out of your comfort zone. Look at you. Again. You. Spending some time getting to re-know you. I do feel like there will be a shift, right? You are breaking a cycle, and it's okay to change directions. It's okay to change directions. Everything was leading you in that direction. But sometimes we get caught up in the I'm hearing like a failure complex, or like if it didn't work out, then you failed. So you might be afraid to change routes. But that's not true. Sometimes not getting the success you thought you were going to get is teaching you how to deal with that sentiment. Everything, especially as a business person, it's not going to always work out the first time. It's not. How do you accept rejection? How do you accept and deal with the word, no? How do you accept when people don't want to help you? They don't want to work with you. How do you deal with that? How do you build up the strength and resiliency if you never go through that? How do you build up the strength and the resiliency if you never go through that? How do you refine the process? How do you find your sweet spot? How do you find your niche? If every time you hit a roadblock, you stop trying, say goodbye to that. People walk away. They do. They go do their own damn thing. So somebody has a big ass decision to make. It's given like to befriend fear. Take it with you. Turn it into a co-pilot. Pass me some fucking snacks and some water and shit. You know what I'm saying? You never riding by yourself, that's for sure. Because fear is your co-pilot. Can you step out of your comfort zone and think about that? New connections. It's my connection. Gathering strength from fear. Becoming fearless. We do it anyway. We're going together onto infinity and beyond. Damn it. Infinity and beyond. Anything else, that's it. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for tapping into the Rising Message. I appreciate y'all. I do. They keep saying that's it. But look, that rebirth is coming through. I think they said that. They did. Just to show you. Just in case you be thinking that the spirit be lying, but they not. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who taps into the Tears and We Tarot show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get. You just never know. The spirit brings the message. This ain't that fast food. This ain't that quick hit. This is that soul food. You got to let it come together, beloved. It's edifying. Spirit say a rebirth energy. This they shit. And they do it how they wanna. How they wanna. I love y'all so much. I do. I love you like I love me, because that's my capacity. But it is growing and expanding on a daily, every day, being called to step out further and further and further, further. You want to tune? All right. Tune your frequency. We tune our frequency. We tune our frequency. And you don't gotta be perfect. Calm down your system. 512 hertz. I just want to see. They're telling me to look it up so we can tell you exactly. Because I think they have it in the book, but I don't know what we did with the book. So 512 hertz. Frequency. Benefits. 512 hertz frequency, often utilized in both medical diagnostics and sound therapy, is primarily celebrated for promoting mental clarity, deep relaxation, and energetic balance. Yeah. Didn't they talk about clarity and relaxation and rest? Yes. And we definitely need that balance between the light and the dark. It says clarity balance. The high tone helps clear brain fog, sharpens your focus, and reduce feelings of unease or overstimulation. Holistic healing and sound therapy and meditation, 512 hertz acting as an octave higher than the scientific C of 256 hertz is used to clear energetic blockages and promote feelings of inner peace. And they said inner peace. Neurological assessment. In clinical practice, a 512 Hz tuning fork is a standard tool used by doctors for hearing assessments, such as the Weber and Rhine test to test for neurological vibratory sensation. Hmm. So maybe somebody thinks that tuning forks is pseudoscience that is not applied in medical practices and medical disciplines, or what they would consider traditional medicine. So I don't know. That's for whoever needed to have that. You're welcome. You are so well. See, spiritual downloads are coming through, and maybe that's why you need that clarity as well, to kind of be tuned in and tuned up. New timeline coming through. Re-energize yourself, right? Peace, clarity, re-energize. Maybe somebody really needed to understand, like, and see the synchronicities from the spirit, so that they can really trust exactly what they're going through, beloved. And if you got that clarification and validation, affirmation, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. Thank you all. We grow ourselves 1% daily so we can increase our capacity. We are growing in two directions at the same time, down and up. And that can be tough. So you do need to balance, and sometimes you just need to be tuned up. So if you are considering going to a place and allowing yourself to be, immersion, frequency, tuning the body, releasing, it's all kinds of new therapies that are not new therapies. They're just, lesser known therapies that can be considered to be taboo. It's people who are doing hug therapy because touch is important, right? Connectivity. It's people who are, going to places where they can get, have the safe space to cry, to release, right? To have that emotional breakthrough that they need, right? Frequency tuning. Somebody may even need, I'm seeing acupuncture to release and to realign so that somebody can move on. Because I'm hearing that somebody is potentially stuck in time. In order to gain closure and healing for ourselves, we must move on from things, people, and situations that we cannot change. If you are stuck in time, if you're stuck in the past, you cannot move into the future while you're holding on to the past. Right? The spirit may be saying it's time for you to release that. And the things that you have been doing to try and release and move on may not be helping you accomplish that. See, to find your direction again, to understand how it's been giving you direction. Responsibility is coming through, and we see it's your time. So not only am I saying responsibility to yourself, but I'm getting, like, have you been made to be responsible for so many other people? Right? And getting direction. If this is like you going from, like, just having to take care of yourself as a single person or being a part of a family unit, and now everything is on you, how do you respond? If you are moving away from the family unit and now you're just responsible for you, how do you respond? Yeah, tower moment. Because that did practical self-care. How do you care for yourself in this space? Rooted and grounded, being able to spread your wings. That's kind of an odd paradox, right? Like, when you think about being rooted like a tree, but also being able to spread your wings to fly as you become free, right? It's kind of what gives me, like, how we feel about the spirit. You are always rooted and tethered to the spirit, even though we are flying through, this light journey, moving at the speed of light. But at the end of the day, you're still tethered. You're never disconnected. We see wild creation. Aw, skating, ice skating, and healing that lack. There it is, right back. Allow energy to flow freely rather than trying to force the outcome. I'm open to surprises. Affirming that you have enough, you do enough, and that you are enough. You have all that you need. See the beauty in you, we all that there is. Can you see you in everything? I love y'all so much. Like I love the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. They called us to be the infinite intelligence breathing because in you, the word is still living. To the next now. This was done. Ashe, beloved.